Hello, class. My name is Jacqueline Martinez, and I hope everybody is doing very well. And I hope everybody was able to understand and get through their assignments this week. Just a brief summary, a brief explanation on my big problem, just so everybody remembers a little bit. I am deciding to focus on the inequality of student debt, the way that it affects the lower and the middle class students, and the way that it is a much different burden and a much different how it affects them in such a different way from the other social classes that are up higher with more of a financial help from different situations or different families, and the way that it's just different. Someone, some of my individuals that are involved in this big problem with the inequality of student debt would consist of the students that are being affected in those lower and middle classes, and also the people that control it, the government, the people that control those student debts, and the people that control the way that it becomes such a burden on them. And the main group that I am deciding to focus on would be focusing on the students that are being affected. The reason that I decided to focus on this group specifically was because of the way that they are the ones that deal with everything going on, and they are the ones that are dealing with having to pay this after and having to see how it affects them after, and having a harder time to be able to pay these debts off, and the way that it just kind of multiplies into more of a debt after so many years of not paying it, or just because it takes that long. The behavioralist learning theory is a concept that focuses on how students are able to learn and the way that the environment interaction affects it. The system that I see that applies the greatest would be the EXO system, because this problem is affecting students directly, which then affects their futures. And EXO system consists of that, the way that something in their life, the way that something in an individual's life affects directly. Learning from this, we would be able to show how students are affected and the things that affect them directly, and see how the environment that this is happening in might contribute to the students' reactions, and the way that, because this is going on, then affects them with maybe not being able to pay it, then causes stress, and then it's just causes more of mental problems. And I would want to ask everybody what their points, what are some of your guys' points or thoughts that you guys might have to be able to improve my idea and my big problem. Thank you everybody for listening. Hope everybody has a good rest of their night.